matter what, we come together for the good of our constituents, and I'm proud and honored to lead the People's House in the New York State Legislature.
The health and protection of the human beings that live in our districts is our responsibility.
Frederick Douglass's words for us today, I quote, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress."
If you want equity to happen, then this is where it happens.
All of us have a responsibility to the greater good.
The House will come to order.
Welcome to Assembly Update. I'm Assemblyman Angelo Santa Barbara, your host, and I'm very pleased to welcome my guests today for this episode of Assembly Update, Jennifer Hendricks-Fogg and Mariah Fortune, who are organizers of a special event coming up in our community. We're going to hear all about it and a number of other things happening surrounding the issues that they're going to be talking about. It's called the New York Special Needs and Disability Expo. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you both for being here. I know that we're going to be talking about what's going to be happening on this special day, a number of things. There's a panel discussion, there's a ribbon cutting, but let's just get some background on this and how did it come together and why is it so important to bring these issues to the forefront?
It was founded founded in Jennifer's brain, so I'm going to let her start.
Yeah,
because
please.
It was her idea that had been brewing inside of her for a couple of years before she came to me and said, hey, why don't we kind of partner on this and bring some life to it.
Yeah, so Mariah has experience with doing expos. I know nothing about doing expos. She does the Women's Expo every year, among other things, and I just had this idea of bringing folks together, providing resources, things that you don't know. I mean, you're aware of what we all go through, like you don't know what you don't know. And going through Logan's journey, I've learned so much. And for those that don't know, my son was born with a brain tumor. He went through treatment for a couple of years. He now has a brain injury, autism diagnosis, hearing aids, lots of stuff going on. And through the journey, you kind of learn by osmosis. And my idea was to create an event space to partner all of these organizations that do so well in providing support to our community, that why not put them all together and open it up for free. It's a free event, and let the public come and say, hey, oh, I didn't know that was a service I could get, or hey, I didn't know that existed, on top of allowing the exhibitors to kind of network together as well to see how they can work together.
And it's true, and I meet people all the time that aren't aware of the resources or the services that are out there. So I think bringing this all together, I think it will be very helpful, and hopefully we'll see more of this. You mentioned Logan, and I have to, we have to talk a little more about your background. Logan Strong. I think if anybody's on Facebook has seen your posts, has seen what you've been doing in the community for quite some time. Let's just go back a little bit and talk about how this led up to what we're doing here, what we're talking about here today.
Yeah, so again, Logan was born with a brain tumor, diagnosed at 3 months old. He spent the better part of 6 months living at Albany Med. He underwent treatment for just about 2 years. We were told several times he would never survive, never walk, never talk. He doesn't walk, he runs. He definitely runs, and he beat an unbeatable cancer, and he's overcome, every worst case scenario thrown at him. And I think, and his doctors will even say, part of that is because of who me and my husband are. And it's just having that empowering mentality to, hey, the worst case scenario doesn't have to happen to me. I can fight this and I can win. Yeah. And I want to encourage others to do the same, which then prompted me to start the Logan Strong Foundation to help other local cancer families, which we have the golf tournament Friday. Little plug.
It's on my list. No, it's on my list. I have it here.
Thank you. And then, of course, the Special Needs and Disabilities Expo is the following week. So lots going on the next couple of weeks, but it's all for good causes and good reasons.
And it just warms my heart to hear you tell the story, and I'm glad you shared it with
He's going to be 7 in
our
October.
viewers. It's an amazing how time goes by,
crazy.
and I share a similar experience with my son Michael, and kind of the reason I left civil engineering. I was an engineer. I was never involved in public policy, and it really changed my life 100%. And it put it in a different direction. Yeah. And it's great to share those experiences with parents like yourself.
Even going with all the journey that Jennifer has been through with Logan. When we were going through this, she said, there's so many resources out there that families really don't know about just from her journey. You just found out you could get diapers. Yeah. And you had no idea all these years. Yeah. So for somebody like Jennifer, who is lives and breathes within this community, to find something out, there's so much more for everybody that's going to attend to discover.
Now, Mariah, you said you have experience with expos like this, or
I
bringing
do.
people together.
Yes.
How important is it to get everything in one area like this, under one roof, and really have all these events going on where people can, you don't have to be there all day, but you can stop in.
You can, right?
I mean, what a powerful thing to do for the community, right?
Absolutely, and we're learning as we're going about a lot of the resources that are out there ourselves, and to have everything under one roof, not just one specific part of special needs or the disabilities community, to have everybody together and the networking, like we said, because sometimes it's not just one thing. Like special needs, you ask 25 people, what does special needs mean to you? You're going to get 25 different answers. Yeah. And as she was sharing with Logan, it's not just the cancer and the brain injury. It's also autism. There's a little bit of everything. And my experience outside of event organization is completely different than what your guys' experience was. But my daughter had learning disabilities because of some vision problems that we weren't aware of, and her frustrations with her schoolwork at a very young age caused motor and physical tics. So we didn't know how to face this, and as a new mom and going through and watching this, so like I said, completely different end of the spectrum. But we took her to vision therapy. Fox Vision Therapy changed her life. And they're actually going to be one of our exhibitors. So It's so nice because somebody's journey is completely different, where it may not seem as extreme. We're all walking our own path.
Yeah, exactly. And with autism, they say it's a spectrum. With disabilities, it's very similar. It's on all parts of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So the event is happening Sunday,
September
24th, 10 to 4.
Yep.
You mentioned a few participating vendors and sponsors. Who else can we expect to see? What else can we expect during the day there?
So we're very happy. Our presenting sponsors are Albany Medical Center, Living Resources, and CDPHP. So we're very thankful for their support. Bring on the Spectrum.
Yes,
Lisa,
we know them.
yes,
We
Lisa's
know them.
fantastic. I've known Lisa for, I'm going to date myself now, but probably.
Great space she's created.
Oh, yes.
I love it. I love it.
So she's actually going to bring that space to the expo and create a nice quiet room with some activities that we've, so attendees, if they need a little moment or what, they can go in there. We also have a presentation room, which you're going to be there at 3 o'clock, with some panel discussions. A panel discussion,
Let's
yes.
talk about that. What
Yep.
what are some of the topics we'll be talking about?
So the first one is going to kick off at 11 a.m.
11 a.m., yep.
And that one is going to be a panel discussion regarding workplace and home life and kind of mastering that with the special needs.
Yep, so we've got Executive Director from Living Resources on that panel, and Carolee Kardash from Capital Region BOCES on that panel as well. So Elizabeth Martin from Living Resources and Carolee Kardash, and then we're looking to round that out. We have got a couple feelers out there to do that. And then we're gonna have a couple of segmented sections after that. We have a 20-minute Medicare discussion and then a 20-minute Medicaid discussion. We've got Erin Prendergast from USA Medicare Consultants for that piece, and then Samantha, and I forget her last name, I apologize, from Walensky and Pleat to come discuss the Medicaid piece. And then rounding out the day is going to be the panel that you're on, which is the mastering advocacy piece, which I think is really huge. And going back from what we were talking about with our experiences and your experience as well, it just made sense to, how do you advocate? Why do you advocate? What are proper techniques to advocate? So we've got Dr. Judy Lucas from Albany Med, who's actually Logan's developmental pediatrician. She's amazing. And we've got Katie Carpenter from Walensky and Pleat, who is in that Medicaid space as well. And then obviously yourself to round out that panel.
Yeah, I'm excited to do it, and we have advocacy days up here at the Capitol, and more people are aware of when we do these special days, but not everyone is. So it's good to talk about the advocacy, why it's important. I always push the idea of having self-advocates, people that can come up, can make it up and speak for themselves, whether it's from ARC or other organizations to come up and do that. In some cases, it's not possible. My son, nonverbal, he can't really advocate for himself, but that's where we come in, right? That's where parents come in, and we do it for. We are their voice up here. So I'm excited to talk about these topics, all very important topics: the health issues, the health care. that a lot of people actually, like you said, are not unaware. I think it's a powerful resource to be able to provide that information.
We have Heather Morrison from Spectrum News. That's
We
going to
know
be our
her, yes.
MC for the event, so we're really
She's
excited.
wonderful.
We wanted to make sure we had somebody, you know, in that realm to round that out. So she was our choice.
She had my son on the weather show on his birthday. She did such a wonderful job.
She's
We're
amazing.
very proud of the lineup that we have to offer.
That's great. That is wonderful. And there's going to be a ribbon cutting at some point. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we've got the Capital Region Chamber coming at 3 o'clock, right before your panel discussion starts, to do a ribbon cutting. You know, we've already been talking about, you know, when's the next one we're going to do.
Next one? Yeah.
You know, like you said, there's not enough resources, and we wanted to make sure that we brought this centralized to a community that could use it. So, you know, it is accessible via bus line, things of that nature.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're excited to kind of kick this off and hopefully bring more to the community surrounding this.
It sounds like a great lineup. Again, there's no cost to attend.
Nope.
People can just attend at any time.
Absolutely.
There's no start time or end time unless you want to get to one of these events happening.
Correct.
But if you can't make it, you can still get to the resources, get to the tables,
Yep.
get to the information. Marriott Albany is where it's being held.
Right on Wolf Road.
189 Wolf Road, Albany, New York, and that will come up on the screen. And how can people contact, make contact if they want to call, be a part of this? Do we have an email or a website? Well, we do have a website.
Yep, website.
Okay, so we could just give that out, nyspecialneedsexpo.com.
You got it.
So anybody that wants to learn more about this can do that on the website. And as promised, we need to talk about some other events going on, including a golf tournament, right?
Thanings.
Yeah.
Are we talking about our golf skills or
we
just
have-
the tournament?
We have some time, and I used to play some golf, but I do participate. But
Okay.
no guarantee on the scores, you know. So if it's best ball, I like that better. But tell us about
We
it.
have our past 2-year winner sitting right here.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
So yeah, she always seems to win the past couple of years. She's a pretty. I don't golf. I know nothing about golf. But it's the 6th annual Logan Cup. It is at Van Patten in Clifton Park. It's our first year there, and we are looking at over 100 golfers, which is not just pre-COVID numbers, but our best year yet. So we're super excited. We've got some great silent auction packages. And it's the weather looks good, so that's always a good thing, and it's looking to be a great day. We're super excited.
And what's the date? What's the date and the time again?
Friday, September 15th, so 2 days. No
So
pressure.
if people want to
They can
sign up, they can still do it though.
sure.
Okay. Now this.
Because you said so.
So tell us a little bit more about the Logan Strong Foundation, because I have a packet of.
Yeah.
We're not going to get to all this.
We
but,
do a lot.
But we have a few minutes. Maybe you can summarize on some of the.
So we founded the foundation in January of 2018 in the middle of Logan's treatment, because why not? Let's help other people. But we our mission is to empower families one child at a time, again, going to that encouraging and advocacy piece. We provide items of comfort and support, whether it be, you're wearing bracelets too, right? We do these bracelets to represent what we believe in and what we support, and we provide these to families so they can use them as a fundraising tool. Online t-shirt campaigns, again, for fundraising. We provide Amazon wish list items, gas cards, grocery cards, house cleaning. So if a family's in treatment for a number of weeks, they want to go home to a clean house when their child's immunocompromised. We recently launched a McDonald's Thursdays program, which
I saw that, yeah.
Which we're actually sold out for the year. So the third Thursday of every month, we partner with a local business. They invest $500, and we bring 100 Happy Meals to Albany, the Children's Hospital Albany Med. And we have them come with us, so they get a tour, they get to see the kids' faces. Last month, one of the little girls literally came out of one of the rooms and ran and grabbed her Happy Meal and ran back. Like, I wish I had it on video. It was great.
So more about the Logan Strong Foundation online and on Facebook.
Yes.
Disability Expo. Don't miss it, September 24th at the Marriott in Albany. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Join us again here on Assembly Update, where we'll talk more about great things going on in our community. Take care.